Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Now, welcome back to the weekly update of cricket happening across the world. Today, I've been joined by n number of panelists in the evening. I'm sure on the Monday evening, those who are watching live also, you should get the feedbacks and every other stuff, whatever we have been talking all throughout this particular weekend. Right now, let's get straight into the action about yesterday's match. I don't want to take the names today because it's completely open. On day four, what we exactly thought was after losing two wickets in a very quick session, I mean, back to back. And later on, what exactly we have seen is a complete determined and gluing your wicket into the crease. That's exactly what happened on day four. And on day five, we lost in-form batsmen, those who have been adjusted to the wicket. Both KL Rahul and Shubman Gill had to walk back, but at the same point of time, the unexpected things happened after that. Ravindra Jadeja getting his century as well, and Washington Sundar also getting his maiden test century, which actually brings into the exciting part as well, the last 30-minute drama, which nobody even expected that to happen. To talk all of these, and also there is lots of cricket which has happened last week as well, where the women's team also beat the English women as well. And Harmanpreet Kaur, what a beautiful knock as well. We have seen a couple of young talents also coming out from this particular tournament, and it's actually a very good sign as the women's team is also gearing up for the World Cup in just a month's time from now. And along with that, there is a WLC which is also happening. I mean, uh, all the legends are also performing really, really well in that particular stage. And also, there are lots and lots of cricket happening around the world. Tim David, quick fire 37 ball century as well. We are going to talk all about this in this particular episode. Don't go anywhere. It's going to be a lots and lots of exciting things. So, who wants to go first and who wants to take the lead today evening?
Well, we'll go. I will go first.
Yeah, yeah.
So
It's all yours. Anirudh is also there. Salwa is also there. Go on.
it's it's a great test match between two giants. We need to say so. Like these two teams are in the circuit for so long. So when it comes to England versus India, it's kind of a fight between both the teams. That too in England, it's kind of a different game. So it was a series decider match for England. So England, if they have won the match, they have definitely gone towards England side. The series they would have won. But England, like India, show a great determination and grit towards the innings. They stood tall with their opening pair. Like we are talking from the beginning, Indian batting is good. Indian batting is good, 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 good. They proved this much as well. Where for the seventh time we have crossed 350 plus score, which is a great kind of that too in the overseas conditions, like playing away from home, which gives you a great confidence in our team as well as in our batsmen. And the one mistake which we made from my side was like bowling. We need to balance up with more with bowling. Whereas England also tried so hard, but they couldn't break the walls of Shubman Gill, Rahul, Jadeja, as well as Sundar. Like everyone played like a top under batters. Like there was some kind of discrimination or kind of what to say. Things between Washington Sundar. Why? Because he was not a good batter. There were lots of commentaries or like those kinds of things. But he proved like what kind of a batter he is. Even in the top order, he can able to bat. So the way he played against the bowlers was pretty much well. And Jadeja is seventh consecutive half century, I think so, and the century as well, which is coming second in England at a draw cost, which is very much an historical kind of draw for us, and it's a pretty good thing. And as Raj, you said, like it's the 30 minutes. As an England captain, he did a right thing to get back the troops well. But what mistake he did was to disrespect our Indian team batters. So that was not the right choice by making Harry Brook or those kinds of people both. Like it was a kind of a very disrespectful thing made. As a captain, he tried to make like I want to make my troops get back home because it's going to be a long day. 5 innings they have bowled and they are tired. 3 days, within 3 days, there's going to be the fifth test, which is going to be a decider for both the teams as well. So for that, he was trying to pull it out, but a century is a milestone for everyone, right? So when it comes to international cricket or sports, so they stayed there, they made it up, and we won it. Actually, it's a kind of India won the test match kind of thing. So yeah.
Exactly. There are actually two ways of looking into this particular test match. Okay, one from Ben Stokes' point of view, because they have bowled almost like how many? Like in the first innings, they have bowled more than 114 overs, and in the second innings, they have bowled more than 143 overs. Is not an easy sign for any of the team to bowl so many overs. It's almost like, say, like 114 plus 143 is almost like 254 overs, 58 overs, which is not an easy sign. Okay, he wanted to maintain his team balance for the next upcoming test match, but unfortunately what exactly happened was we showed the solid defense, saying like we want to save this particular test match. No matter how hard you show to us, we are going to get back the things to us. Okay, so considering all these things, Ben Stokes was also thinking in that point of view. Considering the spirit of cricket, yes, when you have asked opposition to bowl, like you got a century as well, you did not even thought about declaring the innings, but now you're asking the opposition as well. That's completely against the spirit of cricket. There is one interesting stat also, like which I wanted to give right now. Like I'm definitely going to give later on, which has happened a few years ago. Okay, so almost like few decades ago, I need to say. So I'm going to take that part as well and also give an insights for this particular episode. So next, Anirudh, you wanted to say something. Anirudh, we can't hear you.
I think it's on mute.
Okay, it's okay, you can just go back and
Yes, talking about Ben Stokes, right? It could have been a heroic inning, heroic test match for him, but he ruined it in the end, I would say, because we all had huge respect for him for batting that long. Even having that injury, he scored a century, 100 and 100 plus runs, and also took 5 wicket haul in first innings. So he joined that elite list of all rounders where the captains have taken 5 wickets and 100. It was a heroic moment for him, but at the end, he just ruined it for himself. I mean, why would you offer a draw for him? It was like as usual cry babies moment for England player and English fans. I would say, uh, dumb move. I would say directly dumb because if both the batters have played all your bowlers, all your better bowlers like Jofra Archer. They have played against Ben Stokes, Chris Wokes, who was bowling really well with the new ball. These two batters have also played the new ball after the 80 overs, right? So still you are throwing tantrums like you want to score century against Harry Brook and all. I mean, what is this? He totally ruined his movement, I would say.
exactly. I mean, it's not about ruining his movement. Also, he actually put the entire England team into the stakes. That actually showed the typical England team's mentality, saying like what, like we have been doing like this from the past, and we are continuing to do the same thing now also. I mean, whenever they can't actually go on and score, we have seen that, like, because they have the frustration in the last three series, in the last three meetings where India and England have met, they could not able to win a particular series. So that's the reason. That's point number one. They have the frustration on themselves, which they cannot go one extra mile, and which has considered to be one of the most easiest venues for England to win this particular test match. When they had the frustration, they were in a situation that yes, they could have actually win this particular test match, but unfortunately they could not able to
They
win this.
couldn't make it.
They have the frustration in their mind, saying like how could this can become a draw. Okay, and we have seen the tired legs, we have seen Liam Dawson saying like no, I can't bowl anything, my arms are already getting pain. I
They bowled
totally understand.
45 overs. 45 overs he has bowled in the second innings, which is
Exactly. I mean, all these things considering, and I also saw a visual where Ben Stokes was putting his arms on Liam Dawson and asking, like, "Can you bowl one extra over for me and get one wicket?" And he was like actually pleasing Liam Dawson, saying, like, "Yeah, man, I need you to bowl one over." But unfortunately, Liam Dawson said, like, "I can't pressurize more on myself." But one good thing what I've observed in the first session of the day was Ben Stokes, even after having an hamstring injury, also while throwing a particular delivery, he has a prop. I mean, like he had some issues with his shoulder as well, and then also he bowled continuous 11 overs in one single spell. So that is one thing which I wanted to appreciate just before the new ball was actually due. Once the new ball has come in, it was all Jafro Archer and Chris Wokes who continued their attack as well. So now I'm going to come to you, Ananta. For my next thoughts of view, the kind of determination what KL Rahul has actually shown all throughout this particular series.
Yeah, just going to kill issue. I just case nothing. I just want to go with Ben Stokes. The thing he offered for a draw, I think it was pretty okay. He did it. What followed was really bad. It don't send a good message regarding the team and his troops. He should have just asked for a draw. Then if they once they refused it, he could have just went on bowled his bowlers, irrespective of they just went in. Crawley came in, Duckett came in. Those things are really bad for the cricket. The match actually was a good promotion for Test cricket, but these things happen. Just it gave a different view for the match. But again, still the match, man, no words. It was something. The batting was just outstanding. You were 0 for 2, and then you play out 5 sessions, but losing just 2 wickets. That's something. It's a monumental match. And coming to KL Rahul, we always knew he had the talent, he had the time, he had the temperament, and he has those shots, the defense, everything. But he hasn't showed the full potential of him yet. He used to do this, but again he used to get out for unwanted shots, playing some shots, get out early, not helping the team many of times. But this series, he has applied himself really well. He has taken the charge of a lead batter of the team, forced the retirement of Kohli and Sharma, and he knows it. He has to do it himself, and that's a big thing. He has taken the responsibility. He is putting price on his wicket. He's just respecting the conditions, respecting the bowlers, and once the ball comes to his zone, he's not letting them. That's great batting. Really, hats off to him. This is the one. This is something which we always wanted from KL. This is how he has to play. Somehow he was failing, but this series he has lived up to his expectations, and it's a treat to watch. The way he played, it's something a young cricketer who is looking for test match batting, then he has to watch KL now. It's just beautiful.
Exactly. Now I'll come to Anirudh. Like he has been waiting for
Yeah,
almost like 13 minutes now.
yeah,
This
audible, bro.
particular. Yes, we can hear you now. Very much loud and clear, Mr. Anirudh. Okay,
Yeah,
Anirudh, one before going to your thoughts on this particular test match, I just wanted to you to answer the question was asked by Syed. Is Siraj going to play the fifth test in this series, which is going to be a series decider?
yeah. I think Siraj should be playing the fifth Test match because he has been the main bowler actually. Actually, my only question will be whether Bumrah will be playing the fifth Test match because originally before the start of this series, Bumrah had said that he will play only 3 matches out of the 5 matches. So already he has played 3 matches. So whether he can push himself to play one more Test match is a big question. And also we need to also check whether Akash Deep is fit or not. If he is fit, then he can also come into the playing 11. So these kind of things still we need to see whether they are all fit. But yeah, coming to what I wanted to say, like Shubman Gill, like yesterday we saw 3 centurions in India's innings, the second innings. Before that, the before the 3 centuries, the only Indian who scored a century at Manchester was Sachin Tendulkar in 1990. After that, after that, yesterday we saw the 3 centurions, and also like Shubman Gill now has scored 722 runs in this series so far. If he scores 89 more runs, he will beat Don Bradman's record, which was done in 1936-37. Old at that time, like most runs in a series on captaincy debut. That record, Shubman Gill can break that record if he scores 89 more runs. So he has that chance in the last Test match at Oval. So that is what I wanted to say.
Exactly. Now, when you talk about Don Bradman, I had a previous incident which has happened a long, long back. When I say you have to go to almost like what 1980s, I believe. So this was a situation which was exactly happened not now, almost like 77 years ago. Okay, just when our Ranji season started, we started Ranji in almost like 87 years ago, and just after 10 years. This particular incident happened. I think many would have not even remembered, and many would have, of us would have not even born, and many would have not even thought about what exactly happening, the history of Ranji seasons. Okay, so talking about that, there was a player who was actually representing, and this is actually even worse, which has happened in the history of our Indian cricket. Okay, there was a player called as BB Nimbalkar, who was the only player to score over 400 runs almost 77 years ago. And he was just 10 runs to beat the Donald Bradman record, wherein he actually was on 443. The runs what Donald Bradman at that time what he has scored was 452 runs. And then what exactly happened was the opposition team could not even turn back. Okay, so it was a match between Maharashtra and now what is called as Saurashtra. Okay, so what BB Nimbalkar sir was actually representing was for Maharashtra, but unfortunately, Saurashtra team, after getting tired on the fourth day of the Ranji match, they went for a tea break and they never ever came back to the field. So that was one of the most shocking and disrespecting event what we have seen in the history of our Ranji cricket as well. If that was there, if the Saurashtra team would have come back and have taken the field, we were not sure that record would have still been alive. Now, in the first class record, who is having the major runs is that it's only one particular person, and is Brain Charles Lara, scoring over
Yeah.
501 runs in the first class history. So this was also one of the saddest moments, like which I wanted to recall for all our cricketing fans right now. But unfortunate to say, that particular incident should have never and ever happened, especially in the Indian cricket. But it actually happened.
Like,
Yes.
what
Yeah.
if this match has
Play.
happened in 90s, 80s, or 70s? The same England would have run away by this
Yeah.
batting. Like, jokes
Oof.
apart, still.
I am thinking if I am thinking if Vian Mulder tries to score another 400 against England, England will do the same.
By now, at that point of time, like in the history side, like if you're going back to 77 years ago, okay, so nobody would have even thought like, okay, there was no press box at that point of time. Now you have more than 60 cameras targeting your dressing room, say almost like 5 to 6 cameras targeting outside the dressing room where the exit gate is also there. You have the media box, you have the press box. If somebody try to do this,
Yeah. Now, like now, there
It
is a
will
lot
be a
of
live.
media.
It will be a
Now,
live thing. Correct.
That's exactly what we are actually talking about right now. Yeah, one of our viewers, Sagar, is also asking, saying that please giving us such more interesting stats. What a story to hear from the past. Yes, thank you so much, Sagar. We would actually love to get into such kind of histories as well, to give more and more valuable contents to all our viewers as well. So just in case if you have not yet subscribed, please do go out there, like, share, and also do subscribe for our channel. We will definitely give you such interesting facts where people will go back as well. And yes, we are also coming up to the next topic. I mean, in the same topic also, like, yeah, Pratik bhai, you have something to say.
Yes, just before the moving on from this test issue, I want to bring one more question. Is Kuldeep playing the fifth test match? Because Oh, India definitely felt lack of wicket-taking
Manchester.
options on Manchester because almost after 10 years we have considered 600 plus runs and 300 plus lead.
Well,
Uh,
yes.
12 years, okay, it's almost a decade before, right? So
More than a, yeah.
it's part of history
He will
now,
be played.
and even after in 2025 we have conceded same number of runs. uh, I would say 600 plus, 650 plus, but India definitely lacked wicket-taking options on these grounds, just as England also. But they bowled better in first innings, which was missed by India. Right. So if that would have happened from Indian side, we could have got a result in this match as well. If India could have got them out around 400 or 450 something, definitely India would have pushed for the result. So wicket taking options that I am saying, as Anirudh also mentioned, that Jasprit Bumrah might not play, and even there are questions about Mohammad Siraj, as he's bowling brilliantly. I don't have any concern about him, but just because of his workload, that guy is playing four consecutive test matches and has bowled most number of overs from Indian side, and also has taken lots of wickets. So still, the workload management definitely needs to think about Mohammad Siraj. It's not like he is our go-to bowler and secondary choice after Jasprit Bumrah. He should play all the matches if Bumrah is not playing. Even Bumrah is playing, we are expecting him to play. If not, he is not. Still, we are expecting him to play. It won't happen, right? 5 match test series is a long, and we still have other options like Arshdeep. He was not available in fourth test, but might
No,
be available in fifth.
Arshdeep is
Might be
injured.
available in fifth, right? Then Akashdeep also. We don't have any clear signs from the team management about his injury as well. So uh, I am looking at bowling options. Can India
Kuldeep
go
will be
more
playing in.
attacking?
He can
Because
come in.
yes,
No,
just
but
because the
in
batting promise has
oval,
shown by Team India, the top six batter. Even after getting 2 wickets, losing 2 wickets in first over, the top six batter has batted brilliantly. So India can back on them, right? So they can trust on them and play one more bowling option. Only saying Kuldeep because we all know that his wicket taking capabilities, and India is still missing that frontline pacer. So that is my question.
no, but
No,
like
like
Actually, actually,
in oval, the conditions won't be spin friendly. In oval, it will assist the pacers only. So new ball bowling will be very important in oval.
exactly. Now, my next part of the segment was not to move away from the test match. We have seen how beautifully both the teams' batting lineup has been assembled. Okay. But there is something more worrying signs as well, where if you can't pick up 20 wickets in a test match, that means you are almost going out for a draw. That means to say England are taking this particular victory in their name. Anything might happen still. I'm not outrighting India just right now, but also at the same point of time, my important question or my thought process running right now would be what would be the bowling options for both the teams, because Jamie Overton has also been included in the
in the
England
squad.
squad right now for the fifth test. Along with that, now we have also seen Anshul Kamboj coming into the attack. We have seen, I mean, a less number of overs given to Shardul Thakur as a medium pacer bowler, considering the workload what Jasprit Bumrah and Mohammad Siraj, both of them having right now, because those are the only two players, bowlers who have actually bowled almost similar to Ravindra Jadeja in the match, in this fourth test match. Okay. And my only question arises from both the point of both the teams as well. Ben Stokes having that arm injury, I'm still sure that he cannot continue to bowl the longer spells as he used to bowl in this particular test match. That's, I'm sure that is the reason why they might have included Jamie Overton in the squad. But who would be replacing? I'm still having a little bit of confusion there, as they could either replace Liam Dawson, who can actually bowl very quick, or any other fast bowler who can actually replace him is a million-dollar question for England side as well. But talking about the India side, who will be the frontline bowlers? Anybody can take this particular call.
I think so. Like they will try to make Bumrah play. Bumrah and Siraj are the most important one. They will try to make them play in this two test matches, in this one test match alone. Why? Because it's going to be a decider one. Other than that, we have Akash Deep and Akshar Deep. Like both are injured. We don't have any kind of confirmation, and we don't have any replacement as well. So for them, and Anshul Kamboj, as we saw, he's not a good that good with red ball, like in the new ball part in this season, in this match, last match. But hope, like if India is having the same kind of confidence how they like picked him, he can be coming into play with the new ball stuff as well. And they will try to fit in Kuldeep in for sure. Why? Because there are lots of pressure. If like in this match also lots of questions has been raised. What if Kuldeep was there? 2 to 3 important wickets. Not he's going to pick 5 for or 10 for wickets. One or two important wickets here and there would have been made difference a lot in this test match. So that's what the question everywhere which was mentioned. But
So
as mentioned, like wicket is different. Oval is a new ball wicket, and it's also a kind of flat wicket. If the team which is picking wickets in the new ball first 15 was moving to the most crucial one in this wicket. Like as we also mentioned, or as we did analysis based on the pitch records for the same Manchester as well, where spin will be playing a major role, where there will be different kinds of bounces or there will be some kinds of track issues from there. But only for Ben Stokes, pitch behaved very differently. Other than that, for other bowlers, there was no kind of signs of any disturbance. Okay, so the things changes or the pitch behaves differently. Those things have come to play. It's going to be again a drawback for Indian setup as well. So what are we going to do? We can't drop our main bowlers as immediately. Like even though England is having the same issue, Ben Stokes can't bowl, so they have got Jamie Overton inside. But who they will be placing out? Whether it's Jofra Archer or it's going to be Bryden Cast. Why? Because Jamie Overton they can't able to Dawson they can't able to keep him out, right? So these kinds of things are going here and there. So we have to be very careful. I think definitely Bumrah and Siraj will be playing this test match because it's going to be the final match and series is
Okay.
a much come into it.
When you're talking about this, after this, we are playing our next match on 17th of August. It's a long, long break for
Long
men's
break.
cricket.
Exactly.
Okay. So, are they going to extend Jasprit Bumrah, Anirudh? This particular question for you. Okay. Are they going to extend Bumrah or are they going to extend Mohammad Siraj? You only spoke about the workload what Siraj is having. Are they going to get back Prasidh Krishna as well? Or are they going to try? I mean, I can see the expression from your face that you're not actually more interested in Prasidh Krishna, but there are multiple options because yesterday what Gautam Gambhir told in the press conference is that we are actually looking at the best possible playing 11, but we are not dropping any players right now. So that means to say, if you read between the lines, he's actually mentioning to say players who are fit to play that particular test match, not considering of the name and reputation. He is only looking at who is the best person who can actually come and win this particular test match for me. And also, just in case, because definitely India wants a win in this particular test match. If not, England will win the series after 4 long series.
yeah, definitely actually. But considering that workload, like he's bowling a lot of overs actually. Like every match, if we see, he's bowling a lot of overs. So you also need to see his workload, and sometimes he's also overstepping and bowling no balls. So that is making me a bit concerned about his fitness actually, like whether he's able to sustain and bowl those long spells, because this is how exactly even in the Border Gavaskar Trophy, India was too dependent on Jasprit Bumrah, and in Sydney we all saw what happened to his back. He couldn't bowl in the second innings. Again, if we see like in this test match, he has bowled 33 overs in the first innings. So he is sometimes getting overloaded. So his body should also cooperate, should align with him. So I really doubt whether they can push Bumrah for one more test match. But if they are having a good replacement for Bumrah, it will be good. But like Selva Bro said, like they can try Kuldeep Yadav, but again at Oval, it's not it won't assist spin. So playing with 3 spinners also, whether it will work or not, is doubtful actually. So, but I think you need to manage Bumrah's workload also.
I want to
Maybe
add
this,
a point here.
yeah.
So one point, like we saw England bowling changes, right? So Dawson was bowling from one end, like other fast bowlers who have been the crucial ones are trying to put from pressure from another end. So these kinds of character has to be shown from our end as well. So one end, if Bumrah is trying to, like, if our seam bowlers, main seam bowlers are attacking, we can rotate with our spinners, and we have taken one Shardul Thakur in as a bowling all rounder. If we see, like, there was no kind of rotation for Shardul Thakur, he was kept aside just quietly. So those things should not happen. If your prime fast bowlers are going to play for all the four test matches, then you should give them a rest. Okay, by in between overs, not to pull them. Like if you need a wicket, you can't just like that bring Bumrah inside. Like then Bumrah alone should play as one single bowler. He should bowl from both the ends, and all 10 should be batters, pure batters. Just do batting alone and do fielding. Bumrah should bowl from both the ends. So those kinds of scenarios only will be started. So like we have picked a team to play cricket, not to play or depend on one single individual, right? So it's a team
Yeah.
sport. Like what India made a
But
mistake was
the thing is, we need new ball bowlers right now. Apart from Bumrah, who is that bowler? Because Akashdeep is
everyone is a
also
new ball bowler. We have seen Anshul Kamboj in the bowling part. He has bowled, he has taken wickets as well. Even Siraj can be bowling. Like, see, when it
no,
comes
but
to international
Kamboj
cricket, we have to, no, it comes to international cricket, it should be the players who have to adapt for the condition. They should not say, I will only with bowl with new ball bowler, I will be only with bowl old balls or semi new ball, these kinds of conditions, then you're not fit to be in this circuit, in the national team itself, right? International
no,
level
but
of representing a country, so that should not be there, right?
the thing is, when Kamboj was bowling in the first inning, still some people were not happy with his performance, right? Like
No,
there
it's
also
not.
Kamboj is not that bowler who is going to pick up the wickets for India. Otherwise, why would India concede 669? They still had the same
I want
capacity.
to ask one question here. Even Siraj also went for 4 runs per over. Then why we are praising Siraj just like that? It's a first match for Anshul Kamboj. So we have to give some kind of what to say respect for him or kind of space to prove himself. Like no bowler or no player can't just like that prove in a one single match. There are players who have like who have failed multiple of times and they have grown like a greatest players of all time, right? So we have to give some kind of even Virat has failed many times, but we are
But
seeing him as a greatest player, right? So that's what it takes some time for everyone to prove themselves.
Salova and
So
Pratik,
you're saying that we can continue with the same pace attack then? Kamboj, Bumrah, and Siraj, or maybe in place of Bumrah, Akashdeep, or uh, I don't want to go back to Prasidh Krishna because he also has not proved that much. So, like it's a
Prasidh Krishna, no. Prasidh Krishna and Braden Cast are same kind of bowlers, but England is using Braden Cast in a better way. But why not India is using him?
Braden Cars
Same
can also
height,
bat.
same.
Braden Cars can also bat, but Prasidh Krishna cannot bat. So that's also.
He bowled
Okay,
very well, right?
okay. That was a great, a set of discussions what we had right now. It's about like, let's leave it. But the considering like a couple of the questions which was asked to us in the sense like, yes, it's a great character shown by our batsmen, but at the same point of time, on the other side, we have to see the tail end or the bowling team department also should fire with the ball is what I'm exactly expecting from the fifth test match so that we can continue to maintain that record what we have actually maintained. So with all these things being said, anybody one final thoughts on this particular test match, and let's go further to our next concept as well.
Pratik,
Yeah, definitely.
if I push up
We should salute Team India's performance for batting out almost 2 days and drawing the test match because it's never easy actually. Day four, before lunch, India were 0 for 2, and to bat out day four itself was challenging. KL Rahul and Shubman Gill took care of that, and then on day five, Jadeja and Washington Sundar took the responsibility and saw it through. Like just imagine, like Rishabh Pant is injured. It wasn't even clear whether Rishabh Pant will bat or not. And these batters have proved that it was as if they said to Rishabh Pant, you don't even need to bat. We will take care of everything. Like that, the Indian batters took care of everything and they batted out 2 days. So I would say that this draw in Manchester in 2025 is better than the draw in Sydney in 2021 because many people are equating Sydney 2021 and Manchester Test match now. But I would say that this draw is much better than that draw because
Different
batting 2 days.
conditions, different match, different opponents, different batters, different bowlers. Why
yeah.
comparison? They did their
Okay,
part against different bowlers, different situation. This
Ani-
duo also did their part.
Anirudh, I would just need to say one particular thing to you. Look at the bowling lineup what Australians had in Sydney during that particular tenure, and look at the bowling lineup what England is having right now. So that means to say, like, if you're comparing Sydney to Old Trafford is something different. Okay, so if it is the same case, okay, just go back like couple of years back at the Old Trafford. You have Stuart Broad, you have Jimmy Anderson, you had Graeme Swan. All these players defending that against that team should have been stood out first place rather than this bowling attack what England is having right now. Okay,
Yeah,
point number one. Point number two is like never and ever compare the generations of the players what they have played in the past to right now. So now we, if you are living up to this particular match, yes, a great temperament, great character shown by Indian batsmen, no doubt about it. But at the same point of time, look at the quality what England had 2 years back to what England is
no,
having
no,
right
but
now.
you're saying this, but the same Indian team couldn't chase down 193 against this bowling attack at Lord's, right? So you need to see that also.
Who exactly? That's what I'm saying right now. So if you're equating and standing above that Lords, what Australian bowlers having, Pat Cummins, Josh Hazlewood, Scott Boland, against them, South Africa have won at Lords,
Yeah.
right? Look at the bowling lineup what England is having right now. Apart from Ben
And
Stokes, who are the other players who have taken the wickets? No one.
Chris
Literally no
Wokes,
one.
Chris Wokes,
I
Brandon
have
Carr.
I have a similar kind. It's just like he said, India couldn't chase of 190. India
Yeah,
failed to score 37 runs in that series that he's talking, right?
correct.
So that
Yeah.
team better, and it's never about comparing two matches by. And did ICC started new event like the best draw match, the best comeback match, and anything like that? And you are giving
No,
nominees
like
that
we fans
this is
are,
better and this
we
is
fans
not.
are
What is this?
getting that's the
Why
thing.
comparing,
That
man?
is why. Okay, so I'll tell you one more thing. Okay, so how exactly you need to analyze is that when you're actually comparing that to this to that, okay, there is a lot and lot of difference. Okay, you cannot just come and like say like this is the best team, that is the best team. Yes, batting wise, they shown the temperament on that particular day. Yes, they have performed it well. India drew this particular test match, but still there is a lots and lots of work to be done. The biggest question is who is going to take the place of Rishabh Pant and who is going to actually play the way that he actually plays and takes the momentum away from the opposition is the biggest
No,
challenge right now for Team India in the
Jurel
fifth test.
for Pant is a given. I think that will surely happen because Jurel is anyways he is batting at number 5, number 6. He will be a good batter for India in that position. So
Look at the impact what Rishabh Pant will create.
Aggressive, unorthodox runs will be coming. Bowlers will
Right?
be fearing.
But he
Somehow
should
the runs will
bat,
be
right?
coming. He
Rishabh
should
should
bat
yeah,
right.
bat.
that's correct actually.
And
But
has,
Jurel is only option available right
Jagdishan
now.
has replaced him. This
See,
call.
like we had Dhoni, there was no kind of what to say replacement for him. Okay, so we had Saha, Vardhaman Saha. Like he's different kind of stylist player, so we couldn't find able to find a replacement for him. So same way Rishabh Pant came inside, so there is no replacement for him. And Durul will having different style of batting as well, so no replacement for him. Each and every player will have different kind of styles. But the impact which Rishabh Pant gave, like the bowlers got feared when he was batting. Even he will sweep a fast bowler bowling 140 or 140 plus. That's the kind of impact he was creating. So when Rishabh Pant comes in, like the field will be set up. The non-striker who is playing will be with no fear, pressureless kind of situation. He will keep on. He will also score runs. Scoreboard will be taking. So that kind of impact should be created for the fifth test.
That's
And
correct.
I
But
want to.
if Pant is
And
injured,
when
you need to
Rishabh,
replace him, right? Not all batters will be having that. Not all batters will be having the capability to deliver the same impact. But still, you need to replace him if he's injured. So
No, if it is T20, we can say every batter is having replacements. Like this capability, everyone can swing at the ball, but it comes to test no one, right? There are some
yeah,
certain players.
Ani-
I want to tell
Anirudh,
only. Yeah,
okay,
sorry,
okay. Let's end this particular discussion right
no, no.
now.
I want to say only one
Anand, I
thing.
wanted to ask
Let,
something,
let,
by
let's,
Anand, I
let's,
wanted to ask something.
yes, Anand.
Rajbhai,
Final
just
question from you.
a question.
For
What do you
me,
think promotion of for all promotion of Washington Sundar at number 5 above Ravindra Jadeja? It worked out to be such a good move.
Like no, I want to tell you one thing. In Washington Sundar, in local matches or in the first class matches, he used to open in the red ball. And in
Yeah.
also TNPL T20, he used to open it with the new ball. He will play with like when the new ball is in. So I think in the club cricket also he used to do those things. So he will be he's a good batting all rounder. We can keep him when it comes to overseas. Like Jadeja also is showing more kind of discipline in batting kind of things. So it's a good sign only. Like you can have an extra four or fifth, like you can promote and you can keep him right. Whereas you can play with an
And
extra
also,
attacking bowler.
No, my
and also,
Jadeja having more runs than Joe
Thanks,
Root this
bro.
series.
Salva
yeah,
bhai,
and
my
also
question
like
was that
this
this
yesterday's draw has played a major role in the WTC also. Like now,
Thank you,
because we have
Roman.
not lost yesterday's match, now WTC at least we have salvaged some WTC points in yesterday's draw. Because otherwise we would have been three losses in WTC. Now it's only two losses. So in case if we can win an oval also, like we would have somehow managed to salvage this series after this home series against West Indies. So I think India's WTC chances also can improve. So that is also uh, like India has salvaged that also. So credit to India actually.
Great.
done.
I
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
tell only one thing, but not an argument, only one thing. So in Lords, the cricket was favor for England. In Old Trafford, cricket was favor for India. That's it. it
Okay, cool. No, no, it
In
was actually not
was favored
favoring
by South
Team
Africa.
India as well. If you're looking at the way the Indian bowlers actually bowled up, like they only bowled 140 overs odd, but unfortunately, we have conceded more runs than
More runs.
England team.
Exactly.
So I would definitely say it was not actually favoring the Team India, but unfortunately, it was the Indian batsmen who have actually shown the class and the temperament in the second innings, which actually saved us from a innings defeat eventually. So that's what I wanted to conclude with this. Yes, Pratik, by one final thoughts. You have anything?
No, by it will stretch more and more for this test. It's all right.
I okay, cool. Let's get into the further more action for this particular weekly update. What we are going to give in the last week as well, there was an women's tournament which has exactly happened. Looking at the way one retirement also, what we have seen is Veda Krishnamurthy announced her retirement from the all formats of the game. So all thanks to her, like she has been almost played a last T20 World Cup in 2020, and after that, it was a complete shadow of darkness on her cricketing career. But I'm sure we at CricZenify, we are going to wish Veda Krishnamurthy all the very best for our next second innings as well. And apart from that, like what exactly we have seen is that Indian team have actually outplayed England in the ODI format as well, wherein all the three T20, I mean ODI internationals, India have won it with
No, bro.
ease.
Second ODI
it's
lost.
2-1, 2-1.
2-1, sorry, where England women have won by 8 wickets, where DLS have come into picture. So, talking about the women's cricket right now. So, I'll first come with Pratik Bhai.
Bhai, for women's cricket, I would say this WPL has been a game changer or revolutionary because many new talents are coming in, and even the senior ones are also trying to showcase their skills, their experience, and nurturing the young ones. Just like we have one example of Kranti God. She had a really good season this WPL, and even Harmanpreet Kaur also said that this award that she got for her century, the man of the player, sorry, player of the match, she wants to share with Kranti God to encourage her. So this is what we are seeing in the new Indian team. Many new players like Pritika Rawal and others as well, because WPL is really helping the women's cricket, and I'm more of a sure that this 2026 World Cup will be uh, very, I mean, favoring to us. I would say the women's cricket, they definitely need it to prove their caliber.
The
Exactly.
World Cup is there this year itself, not in 2026.
Oh, sorry,
ODI.
sorry. This year ODI World Cup.
Forgive. Okay. Okay, Anant, looking at the way like the young talents, as Pratik rightly mentioned, the WPL has actually maken or given the gateway. And apart from that, we're also seeing a lots and lots of domestic tournaments which is happening across all the states right now. So the Maharashtra Premier League also featured the women's Maharashtra Women's Premier League as well. And along with that, right now, uh, we are also seeing Karnataka team is also coming up with Maharani Trophy as well. We have also seen the same likes of Delhi as well. There also they have started it, and Madhya Pradesh Premier League also they have started with this also, and even the Bengal Pro T20 League was also started with this. So your thoughts on how exactly the evolution of women's cricket is actually giving it for Team India, and how exactly it can actually impact the women cricketers in the coming years.
That's a really good sign. It's a huge encouragement for the women in India to play the cricket, to embrace the sport. Where we technic we Indians usually we don't see women pursuing sports. Usually people stop it. But with such things coming up, where women can pursue the sports they like, they can play in the local tournaments. It's a really encouraging sign, and it's a good for Indian cricket, especially with women's. We have seen the men cricket dominating in India, where we usually don't support that much with the women's cricket. So something, even the recent series in England where Indian women were really good, that's a really encouraging sign where they are up for fight, they are just not giving up. And WPL has been a game changer. The new raw young talents are coming in, and they are even started performing. We saw Kranti Gowda, and then we saw Yan Charni. Even she was good. So that's something really very important thing, and this will definitely help the Indian women's cricket, mainly that they can come up the ranks and they can be a powerhouse just like the Indian men's and the cricket. So that's a very good sign. That's a real encouragement that women's cricket needed, especially in India. So I'm very happy that BCCI is providing that support. Usually they were used to do it earlier, but the players were not that much coming up because of there were no such tournaments happening rurally, locally. So once these kind of tournaments come in, then we got a lot of players, and then there is WPL where opportunity to meet the talents, and then we can see them playing for the national team. That's a really good sign. So happy for them.
Exactly. I mean, I totally agree with you on this particular point because the as more as we could able to see the women's cricket in India is also growing, just like 100 how exactly happens in England, the women's Big Bash League in Australia. In the same way, the Indian cricket is also coming up with lots and lots of more exciting talents as well, and actually a very good sign for the women's cricket to grow in India. Syed actually goes on to say, yes, it was actually a great escape, and all credit goes to Sundar and Jadeja as well, the way they have batted. And we have actually concluded that particular part, Syed. So just go back and you definitely enjoy all these things. One of our viewer also says that, okay, I just wanted to take, not read it and evade it, that particular comment. Yeah, it actually happens in the podcast. Yashwant, keep supporting us like this. Just in case if you're not yet subscribed, please go and click that subscribe button as well. And next, I would actually move what exactly happening on the other end of England, wherein the World Championship of Legends is being played. And what's more exciting is that the Superman from South Africa scored two centuries already and also smashed third in 30 odd balls on both the occasions. One against Australia, that was a very quick century, and one against I think he has not played against what Pakistan, I believe, but against England, definitely he has played, and there also he has scored a century, and one half century has also scored. So, looking at this particular series, your thoughts on it, Selva? How exactly you're excited to see the legends as well?
Like it's our childhood heroes coming to life after so long time. So we have seen many players in the IPL and in the international cricket where we couldn't able to see them again. We will be missing some kind of itchiness in our heart, right? So whether we can able to play. So I'm not following it completely, but I saw a match of South Africa. So De Villiers scored a brilliant century, and also it took a catch. Like it was remembering me the IPL catch like which he took against KKR, Alex Hale's catch. So same kind of catch he was taking in the boundary line, which was amazing. He is 41 years of age. Like everyone is around like 41 years of age, like in the 40s, mid 40s kind of that. They are coming and
Hey,
bowling.
Wayne Parnell is just 38.
We have Pawan Negi, those kinds
Even
of players
Moin,
also.
Moin
Pawan
Ali.
Nagy, Varun Aran, those kinds of players also we have. But the most players are in the mid 40s and like nearing 50s. Brett Lee, if you want, we can take. He's also coming and bowling with his old actions. And Chris Gale, we can able to see it's fun in the field. When it comes to competitive cricket, it will be different. But when it comes to this kind of fun cricket, it will be different. He will be showing different kind of fun characters against him, against the opponent. And we can like my favorite player is like England Ian wicketkeeper. Ian
Ian,
Bell.
Ian Bell.
Yeah, like I used to love his stance though, but again seeing him in the same kind of way how he bats, like I can able to feel like it's good for me to have those kinds of things, but I'm not following it. And when it comes to India, Yusuf Pathan was smashing all around the ground, and like again the same funny things happen. The wicketkeeper of Pakistan leaving the stumping against Australia, I think so. Those kinds of things were pretty good for me.
Whenever you are taking a name of KKR, you have to be aware, okay? So
Oh,
there is a
Yashwant. Oh, sorry, Yashwant. So it's against SRH. Because Alex
Sometimes
has
answer
have played for.
is silence.
Yeah, definitely. Again, it's going to be a batting paradise, Syed. We are like not letting you go away from the mainstream, but yeah, we are going to come back and talk more about that tomorrow part as well. Now, let's shift directly from Europe and travel all the way to the Caribbean islands. Anirudh, your thoughts on the way the series have actually gone for West Indies, and as well as the way the Australian batsmen are picking up talents for their home country. Once it was Tim David, and each and every single day you can also see the new celebrations of Australians. Okay, so how exactly you're going to see the new Australian side? Uh, your thoughts on that particular series?
Yeah, actually, if we look at the whole Australia versus West Indies tour itself, it is going one-sided actually because it started with three test matches and now it has come to the T20s and it's full domination by Australia because Australia won the test series 3-0 and now even in the T20s also they are 4-0, they are leading ahead of West Indies. If Australia wins tomorrow, I think tomorrow early morning the last T20 will be played. If Australia wins that match also, then it will be a whitewash in the Test series and in the T20 series as well. So it has been complete domination by Australia. And different matches, they are finding different match winners, we can say. First T20 match, it was Mitchell Owen who was the man of the match. In the second match, it was Josh Inglis and Cameron Green again. In the third match, actually, at one stage, it looked as though Australia will might not win the match. But then Tim David, he came and in the middle period, he scored in 3 overs, they scored 71 runs. And then it became an easy chase. That happened in the third T20. And again in the fourth T20, also a similar kind of thing. Like Cameron Green, he stayed till the end and he won it for Australia. So we look at the whole Australian team, it looks like a well balanced team. But at the same time, I feel for West Indies actually, like West Indies are posting good scores. They are batting first. They scored 214 in one match, but they couldn't defend it. They scored 205 in the next match. They couldn't defend it. So I think West Indies need more bowlers to defend these kind of scores. Like I don't think West Indies are having those reliable bowlers because if you are consistently, if you are posting big scores and if you are not able to defend it, then definitely that is a concerning factor. So I think West Indies should focus on grooming more fast bowlers. I think that department they are lacking. And of course, Australia have also been very lucky at the toss. They have won all the four tosses in the four T20s so far. So maybe if West Indies wins the toss tomorrow, they can bowl first and they can opt to chase, and maybe then things might be different. So yeah, but till now it's a full domination by Australia, and credit to Australia actually.
Exactly, as you rightly mentioned, the top scorer, I mean, top wicket takers in this particular series has been Adam Zampa with 7 wickets, and for West Indies, it is Jason Holder with just 5 wickets in his column. So that's the reason why, like, where West Indies are actually tumbling right now, is what I would exactly say. And with the bat, we have two Australians in the top three, wherein Cameron Green scoring 173 runs overall and Josh Inglis scoring 162, wherein the only hope what West Indies is having in the name of Shy Hope, wherein he actually scored 176 runs this entire series. So that's been the only hope what West Indies is having currently. Even though it might be the last series for Andre Russell, also, whatever the things might have happened, it's just like West Indies have to fine tune their overall management and other stuffs is what exactly we believe at this point of time. And yes, definitely we are going to come back tomorrow again, uh, with another interesting concepts as well, most probably at the same point of time where everybody would have been enjoying your dinners. So just watch us live tomorrow, as well as we are coming back with lots and lots of more the stories which has happened in the history, just like this. So we are going to talk about more players, how exactly they have shown. We have left a lot of concepts today just to hold it for tomorrow, and we are going to come back tomorrow. Get ready, folks, and thanks to all our beautiful panel members, Pratik, Anand, Anirudh, and Selva, and all thanks to me as well for entertaining you for last 1 hour or so. So with that being said, until tomorrow, do take care of yourself. Have a proper food. Stay safe wherever you are, and please don't like to forget to like, share, subscribe, and also do follow us our Instagram channel as well at CricZenify. Until next time, take care and bye bye.
Bye bye.